can't hear you. So go ahead and come to your comfortable seat and we will get started. So whatever that seat is for you tonight, and wobble a little bit side to side. Loosen up your spine. And then think about lengthening up, lining your shoulders up over your hips. Think about your spine getting nice and tall. Breathe in, let your jaw relax, let your eyes relax, let your cheeks relax. Take another deep inhale. And a long, slow exhale. One more big inhale. And exhale it all out. If you want to keep your eyes closed, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, inhale, bring your arms all the way out and up overhead. Once your fingers touch, you're going to flip your palms and exhale, press everything down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, press down. Inhale, reach up. Keep your arms lifted this time. Take your right arm, wrap it around your waist, holding onto your left hip. Reach your left arm up and exhale over. Breathe here. And then come back up to center. Reach both arms up. Take your left arm, reach it to your right waist. Reach up, exhale, bend over to the windows. Come back up to center, reach both arms up, twirl your wrists, maybe wiggle your fingers. And then bring your right hand back to your left waist, reach up, bend over. And this time, exhale, twist a little bit, look over your shoulder. Inhale, look up to the ceiling. Exhale. Inhale one more time. And come on up to center, reach your arm up, bring your left hand to your right waist, breathe in, exhale over. And then look over your back shoulder, look up to the ceiling, look over your shoulder, up. And then come back up, reach your arms up, open and close your fingers. And then let your arms come all the way down. Walk your fingers behind you. Let your fingers point to your bum. Open your heart up. Take a little seated back bend here. And then walk all the way forward, bringing your hands out in front of you, coming into a forward fold. And then walk all the way up. Make your way into your tabletop position, lining your knees up under your hips, your hands up under your shoulders. Think about your shins pressing into the mat, the tops of your feet pressing into the mat. And then see if you can lift up one foot at a time or both feet at the same time. And then press the tops of both feet down into the mat. Open your heart forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, round forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. Come back to neutral. Reach your right leg behind you. Rock back and forth over your toes. Feeling the stretch through your toes, but also through the bottom of your foot and the back of your leg. And then hold here. Reach your left arm out in front of you. Lift your arm and your leg, lower them down. Lift your arm and your leg, lower them down. Lift up, lower down. Lift up, balance. And stay here, or exhale, draw your knee to your elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach, and then lower everything back down. Turn your fingers to the outer edge of your mat and rock side to side. Let your hips sway a little bit if that feels good. And then turn your fingers back to the front of your mat. Extend your left leg behind you. Rock back and forth over your toes. And now reach your right arm forward. Float your arm and leg up. Balance. Oh, lower them down. Load them up. Like I know I'm forgetting something. Lower them down. Lift and lower. Lift and hold. And now draw your knee to your elbow. Extend back out. Exhale, knee to elbow. Reach back out. Exhale, knee to elbow. Reach back out. One more. And then lower everything down. This time, turn your fingers, if available, all the way to your knees and rock back and forth, stretching out your forearms. Turn your fingers around, curl your toes under, and slowly peel yourself into your downward facing dog. Pedal your legs out, bending your knees right and left. Seeing if you can get your heel all the way down to the floor. Pressing the mat with your palms, your fingertips, lengthening your arm, feeling a stretch through your rib cage into your underarms. And now let both heels hang down and find stillness for one breath. Roll forward into your plank position. Adjust your feet if you need to. Lift back up to down dog. Roll forward into plank. Lift up into down dog. One more, roll forward into plank. Lift up to down dog. Float your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Lower your left knee down. Open your heart forward. Press your right knee against your right tricep or shoulder. And if available, bring your right hand to your right knee. Maybe take a little twist. Feeling your hips start to open. You can even roll onto the outside of your right foot if that feels good. Bring that foot back down, plant your hands, step back to downward facing dog. Put your left leg up behind you, step your left leg to the outside of your left hand. Lower your right knee down, open your heart forward, let your hips get heavy. And now if you want, bring your left hand to your left knee and gently press that leg away from you, deepening the stretch. Bring your hand down, step back to downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here, either in stillness or walking back and forth with your legs. And now float your right leg up again. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Lower your knee. This time, reach your right arm up to the sky and back behind you if you have that ability. If your shoulder won't let you come behind you, reach it up. See where it goes. Think about twisting through your waist. Maybe you have to go back and forth a little bit to find that space in your shoulder. And then bring the right hand back down to the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. Reach your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Lower your right knee down. Reach your left arm up and back. And maybe you move it up and down a little bit. Maybe you bend the elbow a little bit to find that space in your shoulder. And then bring the left hand back down. Step back to downward facing dog. Take a breath. Reach your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot forward. Lower your left knee down. Reach your right arm up and back. Maybe this time you bend your left leg. Maybe your hand and foot connect, maybe not. Maybe you hold your arm there and you lift and lower your leg. And then release that. Bring your right hand back down to the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. Float your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot forward. Lower your right knee down. Reach your left arm up, maybe back. Maybe you bend and lower your right foot. Maybe the two meet. And then slowly release. Step back to downward facing dog. We're going to walk our feet halfway towards the middle of our mat and our hands back towards our feet. Bring your feet to the outer edges of your mat and maybe turn them out 45 degrees. Let your hips sway right to left. Fingers on the floor or hanging heavy in front of you, whatever's available. And now we're going to sit down into our squat. So if you need to lift your heels to get down here, that's fine. Bring your hands to your heart, take in a breath, and then bring your hands back down to the mat. Come back into your forward fold. Sit your hips back down. Once you're down there, lift your hands to your heart. And then bring your hands back down to the floor. Lift your hips, forward fold. Last one, sit down. Bring your hands to your heart. Breathe here. Bring your right hand to the outside edge of your right foot. Right hand, right foot. And then peel open with your left arm. Bring your hands back to center. Bring your left hand down to the outside of your left arm, left foot. Reach your right hand up. And come back to center. Other side again. Reach your left arm up. Maybe this time you can bring your left hand behind you. And if you can bind, bind. If not, don't worry about it. Stay where you are. It's always, interesting to see what might be out there. And then release back to center. And then bring the left hand down, reach the right arm up. And maybe you bring the right arm behind to your lower back or all the way. Yeah, great, Marnie. This is it, I know. And then plant both hands down, peel your hips up. Walk yourself to the front of your mat in your forward fold. Slowly roll up to stand, one vertebra at a time. Coming all the way up, lining up your head, neck, and shoulders. Think about your shoulders over your hips over your knees over your ankles. And stand nice and tall. Let your feet get heavy, feel rooted into the ground. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back, step your left foot back, lower your knees, hug your elbows in, lower your chest and chin, untuck your toes, baby cobra. Come all the way back down, and then press yourself up, back into downward facing dog. Breathe here. Look forward at your hands and step your feet back up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, your hands down by your side. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Lower your right knee down, bring your arms up. Exhale your hands back down. Step back to plank. Lower your knees, hug your elbows in, lower your chest and chin, untuck your toes, baby cobra. Press back up through tabletop, curl your toes, downward facing dog. Put your right leg up behind you, step your right foot forward. Open your heart, step your left foot up to meet it. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. And then exhale, right back down again. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left leg back. Lower your left knee down. Open your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale your hands back down. Curl your left toes, step back to plank. Lower your knees, hug your elbows in, lower your chest and chin, untuck your toes, baby cobra. Exhale through tabletop into downward facing dog. And breathe. Put your left leg up behind you, step your left foot forward, gaze forward, step your right foot up to meet your left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, palms touch. Exhale your arms down by your side. One breath in, one breath out. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Option to keep your knee lifted this time. Inhale your arms up. Exhale your arms down. Step back to plank. Option to lower to chaturanga. Option to come into upward facing dog. And we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here. Put your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot forward. Gaze forward. Bring your left foot up to meet it. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, fold right back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left leg back. Maybe you keep it lifted, always put it back down on the mat. Bring your arms up. Bring your arms down. Step back to plank, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. And breathe. Put your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot forward. Gaze forward. Bring your right foot up to meet your left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, down by your side. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right leg back. You can always put your right knee down. Press your left heel into the mat, reach your arms out and up. Interlace your fingers, reach your pointer fingers up to the ceiling. Exhale, take a little back bend. Release your fingers all the way down. Step back to plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Baby cobra, upward facing dog, and we meet in downward facing dog. One slow breath. Put your right leg up behind you, step your right foot forward, open your heart. Bring your left foot forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up, palms touch, and then we exhale right back down again. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back. Left knee on the mat or lifted. Inhale your arms up. Interlace your fingers. Release your pointer finger. And then gaze up at the ceiling, taking a small back bend. Thinking about pressing down with that front right foot. Release your fingers all the way down. Step back to plank. Go through your vinyasa. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Take a breath. Put your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot forward. Gaze forward. Step your right foot up to meet it. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, palms touch. Exhale your arms down by your side. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. With your feet hip distance apart or close together, your choice, we're going to sit back into chair pose. Hold here. Think about engaging your inner thighs, drawing your belly button in, opening your heart forward. And now stand all the way up, bring your hands back down by your side. Take a breath. Sit back into chair pose. Bring your hands to heart center. Lengthen your spine, breathe in, and then exhale, twist to the right. Bringing your left elbow to the outer edge of your right thigh. Press down evenly between both feet. Think about lining your hips up behind your heels. One more breath here. And then reach back into center chair. Stand on up. Sit back into chair. Draw those hands to heart center. Lengthen your spine. Think about engaging your belly button up. Twist to the left. Right elbow on left knee. Breathe here. And release back to center. Stay in your chair. One more breath. Weight back in the heels. And then stand all the way up. Take a breath here. Come to the front of your mat. Roll your shoulders back 3 times. And then forward 3 times. And when you're ready, let your arms come down by your side. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Your version of your vinyasa. So knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, skip it all together. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here. Float your left leg up behind you. Draw your left knee into your chest as you slowly shift the left foot forward to make its way up between your hands. Once you're in this low lunge, adjust your left foot if you need to. Turn your right heel down, reach your arms out and up, coming into warrior one. Straighten your legs, square your hips to the front of the mat, bend back into your warrior one. Take a breath here. Exhale, bow forward, coming into devotional warrior. Arms reach behind you. Inhale back up to warrior one. Open into warrior two. Turn your left palm up. Exhale back, peaceful warrior. Come back to warrior two. Bring your left arm to your left thigh. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Drop your right hip. Drop your left hip. Bring your thigh parallel to the floor. One more breath here. Come back to warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Turn both feet to face the door. Breathe here. We're gonna forward fold and twist. So take your left hand and bend and bring it to your right ankle. Come back up. Forward fold, right hand to left ankle. Come all the way back up. Once more each side. And right hand, left ankle. Back up. Turn your left foot back to the front of the mat. Back into warrior two. Pause here. Cartwheel your hands down. Reach your left arm up, coming into a twist. One more breath. And then bring your left hand down, step back to plank. Go through your version of your vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, extra push-ups, whatever you want to do. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Couple breaths to realign. And now float your right leg up behind you. Slowly draw that right knee into your chest as you shift your weight into your hands. Make space to slide the right foot up between your hands. Low lunge. Press into your right foot, turn your left heel down, reach your arms out and up. Warrior one. Straighten your front leg, adjust your hips if you need to, and then melt back into your warrior one. Hinge forward, bow forward. And then reach your arms all the way back up. Open into warrior two. Turn your right palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Bring your right arm to your right thigh, reach your left arm up to the sky. Drop your right hip. Sit a little bit deeper. And then come back to warrior two. Straighten your right leg, turn your right toe towards the windows. Same thing, right hand to left ankle, forward fold. Come back up. Left hand to right ankle, forward fold. Come back up. So make sure as you do this, you're pressing into the outer edges of your feet. Your inner thighs are active. Last one. Come back up. Turn your right toes to the front of your mat. Sink back into your warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down. Plant your left hand, peel up to the right. Sit your right hip down. Bring your right hand down, step back to plank. Go through your version of your vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, baby cobra. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Think about lengthening your spine. Put your left leg up behind you. Bend your left knee, open your hip. And now straighten your left leg, draw that knee back into your chest, come forward and slide the left foot up between your hands. Turn your right heel down, press into the outer edge of your right foot, reach on up, warrior one. Straighten and adjust your hips if needed, melt back down. We're gonna sway forward, so we're gonna hinge forward, and then we're gonna come back up. Exhale, forward. Come back up. Exhale, forward. Come back up. Open into warrior two. Turn your left palm up. Exhale back, peaceful warrior. Come all the way through, left arm on left thigh, reach your right arm up. Maybe bring your right arm behind you to your lower back or left hip, coming into a half bind. Keep twisting your torso and see if you can line your chin up with your right shoulder. One more breath. Unwind back into warrior two. Straighten the left leg, turn the toes towards the door. Breathe in, exhale, forward fold, left hand, right ankle. Come back up to stand. Right hand, left ankle. Come back up to stand. Now we're going to bend our right knee and come down into a side lunge with a twist. Look up over the right shoulder. Everybody got that? Yeah. So left hand in front of your right foot, right arm up to the sky. And then walk to the other side. Place your right hand in front of your left foot and bring your left arm up. Walk back to center. Lift yourself back up. Turn your left toes to the front of the room. Come back into your warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down. Plant your right hand. Peel up into a twist. Take a breath here. Maybe roll onto the outer edge of your right foot and come into a supported side plank using your left foot down on the mat. One more breath. And then bring your left hand down. Step back to full plank. Lower down, knees, chest, chin. And we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here. Float your right leg up behind you. Bend your right knee. Open your hip. Extend your right leg back straight behind you. Draw your right knee into your chest and slide the right foot up between your hands. Lower your left foot down. Press into the outer edge of your left foot. Reach your arms up. Warrior one. Exhale, sway forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, back up. Last one, fold forward. Inhale, back up. Open into warrior two. Turn your right palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Flow all the way through to side angle, right arm on right thigh, left arm up to the ceiling. Explore bringing the left hand behind your lower back and then turn from your waist. See if you can line your chin up with your left shoulder. Nice, everyone. Keeping your heart open. One more breath. And then unwind into warrior two. Straighten your right leg, turn your toes. All right, straight forward fold, twist, right hand, left ankle. Up. Left hand, right ankle. Lift back up. Right hand, left ankle, bend the left knee. Nice and low. It's twister. And now walk across the side. Left hand, right foot, twist up. As long as you do both sides. It doesn't matter what order you actually do them in. Come back to center and lift yourself back up to stand. Turn your right toes to the front of the mat. Cartwheel your hand down. Plant your left hand, twist up to the right. And now if you're interested, come onto the outer edge of your left foot and bring your right foot to the ground in front of you. So it looks like, yeah, like this. You got it. And then come into full plank. Knees, chest, chin. Your version. And we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Breathe nice and slow. Float the left leg up behind you, bend the left knee, twirl your ankle, straighten the left leg, lift it up a little bit higher, and now draw the knee into your chest, making space by pressing your hands down and sliding your left foot up between your hands. Turn your right heel down, press into the outer edge of your right foot, inhale your arms up. Swaying forward, hinge forward. Lift back up. Hinge forward. Lift back up. Hinge forward. Lift back up. Take a breath here. Bring your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, open your heart up to the ceiling. Sit a little bit lower. Release your arms back on up and open into warrior two. Turn your left palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Flow all the way through to side angle, arm on leg. Flow back to peaceful warrior. Back to side angle. One more round, back to peaceful warrior. And this time when we get to side angle, we'll stay there. Try that half bind again. Bring your hand to your lower back or your hip. Think about twisting from your waist to your chest and then bring your chin to your shoulder. If you have a practice of a full bind, go ahead and do that now. Making sure to keep your heart open. One more breath here. Unwind into warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Rotate your toes to the floor. Bring your hands to heart center. Shift your weight into your right foot towards the back of the room. Bend your knee, lower down into a side lunge. Come back up to stand, nice Orly. And now bend your left knee, coming into a side lunge. If you need to put your hands down on the floor for support, go ahead and do that. Come back up, one more each side. Bend the right knee. Think about sitting your hips back. Come back up to center, bend the left knee. Beautiful, everyone. Come back up to center. Reach your arms up to the ceiling, making a big, giant X shape. And then open into warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down, twist up to the left. Stay here, come into supported side plank, or maybe come into full side plank. If you're in full side plank, press your inner thighs together, reach your arm up overhead, and then come back into full plank. Go through your version of your vinyasa. And we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Nice. Float your right leg up behind you. Bend your right knee, open your leg up. Twirl your right ankle in one direction. And then extend the right leg back behind you. Lift it a little bit higher, knee pointing down to the floor. Draw your knee into your chest. Hold it here for a moment, and then slide it up in between your hands. Turn your left heel down. Reach your arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, up. Last time, fold forward. Inhale, up. Bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Release your pointer finger. Let your hands travel down your leg. Open your heart up to the ceiling. Take one more breath here. And then release your arms back up. Open into warrior two. Turn your right palm up. Exhale back, peaceful warrior. Flow all the way through to side angle. Back to peaceful warrior. Sit a little bit lower, side angle. One more time, back and side angle. Beautiful. Bring your arm up to the ceiling, come into that half bind or full bind. Think about twisting through your waist. Look up at your shoulder, chin to shoulder. Stay open through your heart. And then release into warrior two. Straighten your front leg, turn your toes towards the windows. Bring your hands to heart center. Shift your weight to your back leg, bend your back knee, come into your side lunge. Stand back up through center. Shift the weight to the front leg, come into side lunge. Come back up through center. Shift to the left and center. Shift to the front and center. Reach both arms up to the ceiling, coming into your giant X. Breathe in, exhale, warrior two. Cartwheel your hands all the way down. Peel up to the right. Roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. Stay in supported side plank or go to full side plank. Take a breath here. Reach your arm out overhead and then down to the floor. Coming into plank. Knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga. Your choice. And we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Press the mat away from you. Feel your spine get long. Put your right leg up behind you. Draw your right knee to your right wrist, coming into pigeon. If you prefer to do figure four on your back, go ahead and do that also. Works the same. So with your left leg straight behind you, check and make sure that it's straight, that you don't have a banana foot. And then come down to your forearms. And then if you can come all the way down, either bringing your head down onto a pillow or onto your hands. Feel your hips start to spread and soften, opening up. Make sure your left knee is straight down onto the mat, that the left foot is straight. Maybe you can walk that leg back a little bit, deepening the stretch. One more long, slow inhale. And on this exhale, start to press yourself back up, making your way back into your downward facing dog. Breathe here. And now float your left leg up behind you. Draw your left knee towards your left wrist. Slide your right leg back behind you. Look over your shoulder. Make sure your right leg is straight, that your foot is straight, not a banana. Slide down onto your forearms. Give yourself a moment to settle in. And then if you can come down further, find something to rest your head on. See if you can let that tension in your jaw release, the space between your eyebrows release. And now start to slowly come back up. Make your way back into your downward facing dog. And breathe here. Lower your knees down, coming into tabletop. And then make your way into a seated position with your legs out in front of you. Your knees slightly bent, reach your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Seated forward fold, letting your torso get heavy. And then roll yourself up. Take your left leg, slide it up, cross it over your right leg. With your hands on your shin, lengthen and straighten, sit up nice and tall. Now take your left arm, bring it behind you. Take your right arm, reach it up. Exhale, twist. So maybe you bring your right hand to the outside of your thigh, or if you can twist a little bit deeper, the knee to the outside of the thigh. And then release, coming into your counter twist, all the way down to the right. Come back up to center, straighten both legs out in front of you. Bring your hands behind your back. Lift up like we did at the beginning of class, but now our legs are straight. And then lower down. Slide the right leg in, cross it over the left. Hold onto your shin, sit up nice and tall. Bring your right hand behind your back, lengthen your spine up, reach your left arm up. Exhale, twist. Looking over your back shoulder. And then release, coming all the way around to the left, taking your counter twist. And then coming back up to center, sliding your feet onto the mat. Reach your arms out in front of you, slow roll down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your feet to the outer edges of your mat. Windshield wiper your legs right to left. We'll do one back bend. So bring your knees up to the ceiling, line your feet up with your hips. You should be able to tickle your heels, press your hands down into the mat, and then vertebrae by vertebrae, peel your back up, your hips, your middle back, your upper back, lifting your chest. Maybe you want to interlace your fingers, shimmy your arms in, find more space in that upper back. Press into your big toes, make sure your feet aren't rolling in or out. And now lower down one vertebra at a time. Bring your feet back out to the edge of your yoga mat. Let your knees touch in the center. Draw your knees into your armpits. Either move into a happy baby, or maybe you want to extend your legs straight. So if there's anything else that we didn't get to tonight that you still feel like your body needs, maybe you need another twist or a stretch. And then when you're ready, start to make your way into your Shavasana. So bring one arm down to the mat, bring the other arm down to the mat, bring one leg down, and then the other. Moving into stillness. Take a big inhale. Bringing all that energy into the center of your body. Hold it there. And then exhale, let it flow out. Take another big inhale. Draw all that energy in towards your belly. And then exhale it all out. Let your body move into stillness. I'm going to come around with some lavender oil and do a Shavasana adjustment. If you would prefer that I do not come near you or touch you, place one hand on your belly and I'll know to respect your space. All right, move into your silence, your stillness. Start to slowly deepen your breath. Big inhales, long, slow, deep exhales. When you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And then stretch, maybe reaching your arms up overhead, fingers to toes. Roll onto one side and pause here, letting the blood shift, letting your body get used to moving again. And then when you're ready, press yourself back up to a comfortable seated position. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your breath. Feel that energy, that life force moving around inside of you. Thank yourself for coming to practice today. I thank you all for letting me lead you through this practice.